Discipline will take you to places that you want to be, but you don't know how to get there. I was talking to this friend yesterday, and I was telling him that I get to a point right now. I'm at a stage that I do enjoy people. Like, I like to stay with my friends. I'm not because I'm living most of my time alone. I don't want to go to go to a date or meet new people, but I wouldn't go out with random people, or maybe people I'm not sure if I'll feel good about it, like to spend some time just because I'm feeling lonely. So if I would like to go out with someone, I would put that on the universe and just live my life. If it doesn't happen and at the moment I was expecting, I just live my life because I know that I can spend really good time with myself. And also not just spend a good time with myself, I can handle my feeling of loneliness. So it's both of those, how can I say, like it's like a, I don't know how, I know how to manage this situation. If I'm feeling good with myself and I'm in solitude, I'm having some good time, I'm doing things that usually, like dancing. I really like to dance alone because then I have the space to learn new steps and not feel embarrassed because I'm still learning. Once I'm in a party or with my friends, I can just show my new steps and then it's gonna be cool. But then before that, I had to learn how to do the steps. So I usually like to do this alone. Read, go to a park, go to a cafe, watch some TV series. I also do enjoy doing alone. It's not that I don't like to do with someone, but I don't mind doing alone. Like, I have really good time being doing things alone. And also, maybe I would do all those things and still feel lonely because what I wanted was to stay, maybe to spend that day with someone, and I didn't have anyone. And also, so I know how to accept and manage that. Even if it's even if it managing, it's crime. Like, I don't put much pressure on this. I know that it's just like an state of being as any other state, like happiness, anger. So I I was telling him that, like, I do prefer to be alone than rather than just go out with someone who is random and I'm not even feeling sure if I really want to go. Like, deep down I know that I'm not really into that. Maybe sometimes you want to go and you're just putting so much pressure on this that you feel like you not really want to do it, but you know that at the end if you go there and explore, it's going to be nice. Like, you want to put yourself in that experience, and if even if you're not sure if it's going, like, if the outcome is going to be good, that's different. But sometimes you just want, like, to spend some, like, you were expecting having a really good time with someone, and therefore you do whatever you whatever you feel like you do, whatever it call, like, whatever it's necessary to have this. And for me, this is kind of pressuring the outside, the external reality, to do what you want to do. In a way, it's kind of trying to control the outcome. And I was trying to tell him that, but he's like, yeah, but at the end, I just want to be with somebody this weekend. That's it. And that's good. Like, it's good that he was being honest. But if you think about, if you don't have the discipline to be with, to stay with yourself and say, I'm not gonna do this because I think uh, it's better to be alone and learn how to be alone and confront my feelings and maybe wait a little and find something that is I feel more comfortable about than doing things that maybe at the end I know I'll probably feel more empty and more frustrated. So this is like instant gratification. Usually instant gratification is things that at the end you don't you feel like that didn't help anything. It didn't help in any way. Um, when I mean help, it's not like that everything in your life has to be helpful. But even like when you spend some good time doing nothing with someone that you are meeting or knowing now, and it feels good. It felt good. It felt good being like have that moment with that person. That's already helpful, I think. But if you're going out and at that moment it's nice, but then after you feel like shit because you feel like I'm what the hell I'm doing, like what is that? I don't feel that I resonate with myself, but I was so I I wanted so much to spend this time with someone that I just accepted anything that was in my plate. I think that's why I think discipline is a higher form of self-love. Because if you can't stand your feelings, when I mean like all of them, if you can stand like when you're sad and because of that you're gonna find happiness whatever it costs, isn't that like harming yourself in some way? Because I feel that this is a form of a self-abandonment. Imagine if you're a kid and everyone is around you just because you're happy, and when you're sad everyone's like, oh, I don't want to be around you, you're sad, you know. No one likes to be around upset people, and you're a kid, you have no support. So maybe you're reproducing in some way this kind of self-abandonment, like I don't want to be sad, I don't want to confront the feeling of loneliness, I don't want to confront the feeling of being, or maybe feeling sad, or maybe feeling frustrated, or maybe, you know, I don't want that. So I would just run away from that for at any cost. And the cost is yourself. The cost is your self-worth. So it's easy to be with yourself. It's easy to be like happy with yourself when you just like, I just spent my last Saturday watching that Baby Reindeer TV series, and I got so like stuck on the series. I was like, wow, I really want to watch the next one and the next one. And then I just watched the whole TV series like in one night alone. I just made me a nice dinner, and it was so, I don't know, it was so good. I just had like a really good time with myself. But that's easy. That's like the reward of working, of being like, or having discipline with yourself. Usually you exercise the discipline when you want to do, when you really want something and you don't have it, and you feel like, I'm not going to do anything just because I want that. I'm not going to throw myself in any situation just because I want to feel or experience that. I'm not going to do that. I really want to do something that it feels like it's worth a try. So like I said, it's not just doing things that you feel comfortable or safe, but actually do things that feels like it resonates with you. So if you really want to give it a try in a date or in a group of friends, or in going to an event that is going to be a different experience for you, or maybe a familiar experience for you, and you feel like, no, I want to give it a try even though I'm not feeling like doing it because I feel like I need to go out more, that's fine. But if we know, if you just spend like some minutes talking to yourself saying, do I really want to go do that? Do I really want to go and do that? And that's the funny thing, because when I asked him like, do you really want to go that, like he gave me like a really fast answer like, no. And then he's like, no, it's not like, so he already knew what he wanted. But the feeling of I really want to do that because I really want to feel like that because I feel like I deserve it. I think everyone do deserve love. But don't you want to give this love to yourself first and let universe bring that to you? Because I could go, like I said, I know that I could just go out and do things that usually all people do, like going to app dates. And I'm not saying that dating apps is wrong. I think it's just, do you, I don't think it resonates with me. Why would I do that? If I feel like it's a good experience and makes me excited to try it, I will go for it. But it doesn't make me feel like that. It makes me feel weird. And maybe someday I will change my mind, but then it resonates with me. I'm going to do it. So, and this is all about discipline. This is all about discipline, you know? Um, and people usually say, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you stay so much time alone. I don't know why you don't date for I don't know, this much time without dating, without going out. And it's not even a long time. I mean, seriously, I'm done. Like, it's not a long time. I swear. But it's like, I don't know, it's discipline. I don't want to be that person. Like, I'm turning 30 next year. And it's like, I don't want to be that person, you know? I don't want to go back to the same patterns. I'm tired. I'm tired of going back to the same patterns. Like, I find you distract yourself. What is good? Like, I think we should distract ourselves sometimes. You do things you want to do, but then when things fall apart, because things will fall apart, not because it's going wrong, but because in order to create new things, you have to let go the past. You have to let go a lot of things. If you want to create new reality, you can't keep in the same reality for the rest of your life. And maybe for creating a new reality, things could seem that it's falling apart, but they actually are like going to a new direction. So when that things happen in your external world, and you're not grounded in yourself to believe that everything is working in your favor and you're fine with that and you're going to handle this in the best way possible, and you are confident and help, and you have this potential of embracing yourself and providing emotional for availability and stability for yourself. Every time things are shifting, you're always going to feel like shit. You're always going to feel like, because your worst fears will appear. And like, are you a warrior, or you're just, again, that scared kid who was bullied in school and didn't know what to do? Like, that kid grew up, and now they are an adult. Are you going to parent yourself and help that kid to go through things, and then they can feel safe again? And every time you're going through some hard time, you're not going to feel like that kid again, because that kid that's held and taken care of by your higher self, by your grown-up side. So, and all of this, it's about discipline with yourself. Discipline in saying I'm not gonna do that just because I really want to do, just because I'm feeling needy, just because I feel like this is. And we're gonna give a lot of excuses to ourselves. We're gonna say it's human needs, or maybe we're gonna say that's natural, or maybe we're gonna say, I'm a man, I need that. I'm a girl, I'm young, that's what young people should do. Wow, keep giving excuses to yourself to the point that you are ready to confront your own truth. Anyway, like, I'm not even saying that excuses are wrong. I'm just saying, like, at least be aware that this is excuses that you're giving to yourself to the point that you feel ready to the next level. And don't get me wrong, like, I keep giving excuses to myself as well for some stuff that I'm not there yet, but I know it's an excuse. And also, I know at some point I'm gonna be ready and face that. And right now, I'm facing things that maybe a while ago I was given excuses to not face it because I wasn't that ready. And also, just to let you know, we're never like completely ready. I think we just have to allow ourselves to experience that and be ready for being sad, be ready for cry, be ready for feeling anger, be ready for the anxious thoughts, be ready for that. Don't be afraid of feeling it. That's how you get discipline. And also, I think that I said that in the previous video, like, start with something really easy. You're gonna get there. Like, you're gonna get the strength to be very disciplined, to have discipline to face all those other things. Yeah, that's it.